Blinkhorn, lovely touch, and swept wide towards Bocco, and Bocco's on the ball here, and Bocco has put it over the bar.
Great ball here, you see the touch, great little thing over the far side. Bocco, lovely first touch, taking inside pole, tries to dink it over the keeper, just a bit too much juice on it over the top of the bar. Great chance, great football by Sligo Rovers, and should be one up.
Oh, beautiful by Ando. Blinkhorn, Bocco, from Bocco again, and Bocco's shot is saved. Brilliant football by Sligo. We really are asking all the questions.
Beautiful football again, really intricate. Probably on his weaker side this time, Bocco. Hit the target this time though.
Keegan, Gritaro turning Pearce. Gritaro getting to boost the Sligo fans. Gritaro once again, and his shot. Oh, good stuff. Good effort. On target. Safe hands from Kieran Kelly. Keane, Bocco, Russell, and McCabe against Lopez, and McCabe with the shot, and parried, and Blinkhorn parried again. Two brilliant saves by Barry Murphy.
Different classes, all you can say about that. First was a great save, second was just totally reaction. Great save, up he gets. They work in training week in, week out, and that is two brilliant saves.
Blinkhorn in behind here. Stroke too strong for Lopez. Blinkhorn still. And Blinkhorn. And all the way across, and it wouldn't come for Bocco, and it's put behind by McGlynn.
Ball down the wing. The young lad has been caught up, just a lack of experience there. Blinkhorn has done really, really well. Looked up, skinned him again, played a little ball across the box. Garrett McGlynn, brilliant defending.
Wonderful skill by Russell, but a corner is the outcome of Powell. Be Ryan this time, and the header went in from the near post by Bocco. It's another corner. Just over a quarter of an hour to go at Dalymount. If it isn't decided by 90 minutes, it'll be in Sligo to play again on Monday night. But there's Pearce, and maybe they won't have to. And Gavin Pearce gets the congratulations.
Fabulous ball in by, great ball in by Ryan. There's the touch, and Pearce. It's Pearce, a great header. Great, I mean, Loughlin's trying to claim that. The ball comes in again. Yes, Gavin Pearce. Fantastic goal.
Pearce puts the ball back into the corner for another goal kick to Bohemians, and Alan Kelly blows the whistle, and it'll be a town against country final, the FAI Ford Cup, 4 weeks on Sunday at the Aviva Stadium. Final score in the first of the FAI Ford Cup semi-finals: Bohemians 0, Sligo Rovers 1.
Just pleased to score anyway. You know what I'm like on the sidelines. I'm not the sanest person in the world, you know, but I would be a committed person. Do you know, and tonight it's, you know, what a night for Sligo, what a night for the people of Sligo. You've seen them travel here tonight. We'll now go to the Aviva Stadium. We took 8,000 to Tala last year. We're going to play St Patrick's or Shamrock Rovers, two great clubs steeped with tradition. And we're going to have a massive spectacle, and let's hope it's a good game for the league.
They worked their socks off, they kept the ball well, put us under a lot of pressure. Barry made some great saves. He's probably the only one that can come out and hold his hands up today and said he's had a good game. We didn't perform, simple as that.
I'm sure you'll watch the other semi-final very carefully.
Tony,
now.
I'll be at Goodison watching me beloved Liverpool beat Everton. That's where I'll be. I know Shamrock Rovers, Michael's teams and Pete's teams, we know each other inside out. Liverpool need a manager at the minute. I'm trying my best. The best of luck, lads.
Well done.
Well, the way his team are playing, they could do with him, I think, Dave. It was interesting at Dalymount the other night. The Bohemian supporters applauded Sligo as they came off the field, and I think that was a recognition that Sligo were just too good on the night.
Yeah, I must say, I think, you know, Paul Cook there, I think when you're in the last four and you get drawn away to the league champions for the last 2 years, he must have been saying, you know, what's all this about? But you have to say, you know, I was watching that and I sat at home and I watched it and it was thoroughly enjoyable. I think it's probably one of the best performances I've seen from an away team, especially going away from home. And when you go away from home, the cup, you're all saying we have a second chance, let's get a draw. But from the off, they went and they just controlled the whole game from first kick-off to the end of the game. And you have to give plaudits really to the manager, because I've said it before, the players he's brought in, there's no hard man, you know, there's no midfield enforcer in the middle of the park. He's gone for Ando, McCabe, all kind of Baco players, technical players. And like I have to say, if you go away to the Bohemians, and I think Pat Fenton said it there now, he said, they kept the ball well. Most teams, if they go into dalymount or they go away at the bohs or any of the big teams, that they probably wouldn't get that much of a ball. You're playing in dalymount, you're probably kicking it away, trying to get your defences set up. But they held the ball, they controlled the ball, and they really controlled the game.
The other thing, Sean, and we've spoken about it a bit on this programme over the last few weeks, was after Padraig Hammond left, people were wondering what Sligo going to do for goals. But Blinkhorn has really come into his own. Tremendous performance.
He was excellent the other night, and they needed other players to step up as well. But like the performance the other night by Sligo, every player was comfortable on the ball, and it wasn't just in Bohemians last third. It was down at the edge of their own box, So they're playing with like a freedom as well. They've got like Ryan in midfield, Joey and Dog, McCabe as well. These are fantastic players, that were like McCabe was at Bray last year, and he's been I think he's been fantastic this year. But it's great to see like Sligo get back to it, because like Paul was hurting last year after losing the Sporting Fingal, so he'd be looking forward to putting it right this year. Hopefully,
you could see the thrill of the occasion in Paul's voice the other night. It was a great interview afterwards. Richie, just from Bohemians' point of view, is it a case of a little bit of maybe kind of leg weariness or something after some pretty stressful league matches?
Bohs have been class lately. I think they went to run of 12 games without being beaten. They'll be disappointed because it's a semi-final. As Pat said there, maybe only the goalkeeper came out of it saying, I did enough. And every player, every team has the capability to go out and not perform as a group. To do it in a semi-final at home, you're one step, particularly because it's at the Aviva, every player wants to be in that pitch next month.
Yeah.
So they'd be disappointed. But if I was disappointed, the thing that would get me happiest quickest would be to be in a position where I know I'll win the next two games and win the league. Yeah. So I wouldn't be feeling too sorry.
Yeah. I think you have to say with Bohs that with the games they've played, away at the Pats, beating Rovers at home, like they're massive games. They're all cup finals, and they're looking at it and they're saying Rovers were so far ahead that they were saying, can we keep doing it? Can we plug away? And as a manager, because I've been there, I brought a team, to the last game, and you're saying let's not fall away. Let's chase them and put the pressure on them, and they've done that. And you're going into a semi-final then, and I don't think the same intensity was with Bohs. You have to say that, not taken away from Sligo, but it's a tremendous achievement that the Bohs lads have given Pat over the last number of years.
Sean, for Gavin Pearce, he had a bit of a horror night at the Aviva the last time he played there against Manchester United. For him, it's a great opportunity to get back to the big stadium. He was great for Sligo.
I think it was fantastic. This tackle here was unbelievable, and if his reaction, he gets up and starts playing ball straight away. It's not lumped forward. Going in there with Brian Shelley, it's a fair tackle. He's not going in to do him at all. It's just a hard tackle, goes in, wins the ball cleanly, and eyes on the ball. But it's I'm delighted for him, because he's getting a lot of stick off supporters in relation to the performance at the Aviva. But he's come up there and a brilliant header. I'm absolutely delighted for him.
Hero with the Sligo supporters.
Yeah, and he's been very consistent over the last number of years. So I think it's good for him to get the plaudits. At this stage.
Dave, I know you were talking earlier on about the approach that Sligo brought to the game at Dalymount Park, and you've just picked out a couple of little bits here of the sort of possession football that they were playing.
Well, it's just, for me, I think, are you good enough to hold the ball, against the champions? And they showed that the other night. Everything was into feet. It wasn't hitting the challenge and chasing after. Everything was controlled. 5-yard passes, one touch. This is tremendous control here. Again, into the centre forward, Blinkhorn. Again, back. Trying to find the pass, everything was constructive. Yeah. Again, it was looking back, Ando dropping into the back four, Richie Ryan, tremendous ball. That's a 30-40 yard ball onto the feet of Baco, and another dangerous ball, and that has to be put away for a corner. Again, Bohs, they pushed right up on Bohs. Yeah. It wasn't as if they gave Bohs the park, they squeezed them right up, and again, this is Kane, having Adam Kane, tremendous year, I must say. He's taken a lot of responsibility with penalties as well, and just everything into feet. Again, everything into feet. Blinkhorn, play it back into midfield. We start again, go the other side, and again, it's not often that you see Bohs chasing the game as much as they did.
Was that as good a performance as we've seen from any team, Richie?
I actually said that after I watched the match. I thought last week's Bohs Rovers game was as good a game as I've seen in a long time. But that performance from Sligo, it was superb. Now, it goes back to the discussion we've had a load of times on this show about results against the style of play. Sligo are combining the two of them at the moment, and everyone, I know other people on this show have had a dig at Bohs and Rovers for not being as entertaining as they could be. They don't need to change how they play. Bohs don't, because they've won the league last year, they won it the previous year. 2 weeks they could win it again. Rovers don't either, because they could still win the double, and we'll all be praising them. But Sligo have a manager who want to play it, but more importantly, they have the players that are good enough to play it.
Yeah.
So it's working for them.
All right, congratulations to Sligo Rovers. I'm sure the whole county will be down at the Aviva Stadium to support the team.